Hey, Brick Maniacs, we got another jam-packed sit rep for you this weekend, but we also have some events going on. So we'll highlight 2 new pre-orders this week, as well as some stuff that's shipping to stores. But more importantly, we're having a pizza party at our Chicago location from 4 to 7 on June 15th. And then coming up in just a few weeks, it's Tank Fest. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to Andrea and Slam.
Clap. Welcome to Brickmania TV.
No hoodie?
No hoodie. Hoodie down.
There's so much stuff this week.
So much stuff this
So
week.
much stuff.
It is a really busy time for us.
Busy time, yeah.
Thank you for everybody who came to World War Brick last weekend.
Was
we
great
had a
fun.
freaking great weekend.
Yeah.
It was so fun. Great mocks, great people, great activities, great prizes.
Thank you so much. We had a blast.
Please come back next year. Can't wait to see you again.
We will have information very soon up on the website.
Yes. Look for that. So this is Brickmania TV. I'm Slam.
This is
You're on.
Andrea.
Okay. And again, busy week. We've got a couple of cool releases.
Releases,
Yes.
pre-orders, things that
Special
sold out in
editions.
shipping, store exclusive, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
So where do you want to start?
Let's start with your model right here.
My model, oh yeah, that's a
Okay.
good one. Ladies and gentlemen, the great return of the Jagdpanther.
Jagdpanther.
Yeah,
Not Panzer. Panther.
Panther,
They're
yeah.
different.
So it's a hunter, panther.
It goes out and gets those panthers.
One of the smoothest rolling tanks I've ever done. This is actually based on Dan's Panther. So he had these great chassis with working suspension that this one retained.
Oh.
So it's super functional and it rolls like so
butter.
well, yeah, on every kind of surfaces. And so I started from that design and built up one of the most iconic vehicles of World War II. I think one of my favorites. Angles everywhere, mean looking, a huge gun.
This is the Quickfire 88, right?
Yeah, it's the Pack 43. It's it started production in 44 and saw combat first in Normandy. So we've gone for what looked like a camo in Normandy. Yeah, it
Ambush
knocked
camo,
out
yep.
11 Churchills in like 20 minutes. One
Churchills?
of the
Wow.
units. One of the
Wow.
first engagements was against Churchills that were notoriously difficult to hit because they were very armored. These things knocked out 11 in just a matter of minutes. So it was a very fearsome weapon. Not many were made, but they were notorious. Yeah, absolutely.
I was reading about how they started this based entirely upon the gun. Like
Yeah.
they
So we
built
have a
the vehicle
gun.
around the
Where
gun.
do we put the gun?
Yep.
And
And the 88 was based on the anti-aircraft gun, but it's modified to fire like an even longer shell that's armor-piercing. So just monstrously powerful shells.
Yeah. So the figure is actually modeled after a real Jagdpanther commander. There's a famous picture of him standing outside the loader's hatch on his Jagdpanther, and most caption place this photo taken in Normandy. So that's where we took our inspiration for the figure, which is an Amanda figure, and she did an amazing job. It's absolutely beautiful. And so, want to talk a little bit about the printing on this, because there's a lot. The camo is mostly brick built, but there's
and you did a great
tons.
job on the brick built camo. Like lots of the new angle tiles.
Yeah, those were very useful. Also, remember, this is a prototype. Take a look at the renderings for all the correct colors, because as I've learned, GHQ runs out of 1x4 plates very easily.
We bring Dan and you and Andreas back
parts
in
collection
town,
just
and you start
shrinks
building
down.
24 hours a day for 2 weeks in a row, and all our parts just disappear.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank
There's
you
a tons of details and a new perfect caliber.
New perfect caliber. Yeah. So we're loading this up with prints. We're gonna continue the camo onto the side skirts. We've got a new headlight. Even we've got new engine vents. There's hatch printing on the back. This is one of those interesting places where you can't fit a door.
Yeah.
So we've done this one other time. We hide a print under there for what the interior might hold, which is great. And a new
that's
perfect
a
caliber.
surprise.
New perfect caliber. The shovel. We're going to print the shovel. I'm so excited for perfect caliber
So
tools.
perfect caliber shovel coming for the first time, I think, on a Jagdpanther. We have all sorts of details on the top hatch. So all the hatches will be printed, the sides, and Balkenkreuz on the sides,
Oh, right.
and all the wheels.
Of
So
course.
all wheels will be printed. It's like 16 wheels.
16 wheels.
16 wheels, both sides.
That's a new print also.
So it's auto prints. Gun, elevate, the presses, also does the machine gun, and of course the commander's hatch closes up. So this is the final look.
That's cool.
It's one of my favorite vehicles because it looks so menacing with all these angles and this huge gun. I really loved how it turned out, and I think it's super pretty. Oh, also there's a engine hatch with a very undersized engine because there's absolutely no room inside of this thing because the suspension take up so much space from underneath and the angled side take up so much space on the side. So but
you have just
it's
a
cool to have a
hint of
detail.
Hint of engine.
Yeah, and a hint of an engine.
Cool.
Yeah, so this is the Panzer Jäger, the Jagdpanther. Yeah, of course. But we have another very cool
So this comes out Friday,
pre-order. Yes,
or not comes out, but pre-orders on Friday.
pre-orders on Friday.
And also this does. We have not done a Coast Guard.
Dolphin.
We haven't done a Dolphin ever. This is a Coast Guard MH-65 Dolphin in Coast Guard livery.
Coast Guard delivery.
And this was designed by George Boom.
Yeah.
And
Ciao, George.
with
How
a
are you?
bunch of help from Brennan on
Yeah.
our end. And I'm excited to have a Coast Guard kit.
It's a super nice model. So George did a great job. It's a very roundy aircraft. So it's
very
got
aerodynamic,
a lot of
very smooth
very
everywhere.
smooth aircraft. So one of the main features of this is this fabulous tail rotor, which Brennan and George worked on day and night for whole World War bricks. So, and you are printing this, right?
Right. So this is not the final print. This is a test print to see how far out that clear dome we can reach, and it looks like we're gonna be able to print that just fine. But the tail rotor on this helicopter is actually super unusual. It's got 10 blades and they're not evenly spaced.
Wow. Why is that, Sam?
It's quieter. It's quieter. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
It's still balanced. When it has 10 blades, it's still pretty in balance. But yeah, it doesn't set up quite as many amplitude loudnesses. But that was a rabbit hole I fell down yesterday, trying to figure out why the
So we
rotors look
also
weird.
have a working wrench over here. The door gun closes and opens, and there's a machine gun here just in case there's some bad guys in the water. Landing gear retracts, and
smooth
you will hear more about this from Brennan on the designer's desk studio, of course.
Of course. But I just set up the prints for this. It's going to have a new flare ball. It's got Coast Guard markings down on the stripe and also on the side. It's got danger marking back here as I knock it back again. That tail rotor, of course. 2 new instrument panels.
It's very good. Well done, Brennan and George.
Yep,
This
it's
goes live for pre-order Friday at 8 a.m. For this guy, we are doing a very small batch of pre-orders, and we're just doing the ones we pre-ordered plus the ones that go to the stores. So if you are interested in adding to your Coast Guard collection, jump on this pretty quickly because we are not making many. We are not making a lot of these.
Correct. Okay,
Moving forward. So you want to talk Tankfest?
let's talk Tank Fest. Tank Fest. Tank Fest is a big event in the UK.
Yes,
the Bovington
it is.
Tank Museum. It's probably I think it's the world's largest armor
Yeah. Museum.
museum meetup event.
Yeah.
They run hundreds of tanks.
Hundreds of tanks. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna have a booth there, the draw store. We're gonna be I'm gonna be there. Dan and Andreas are gonna be there. Also, camera guy Amanda and all sorts of Brickmania friends are gonna be there. So if you want to meet the team and you're in Europe, book a flight to Bovington.
Essentially,
today.
you can meet anybody but me
Exactly,
at Tank Fest.
because Slam doesn't have a passport anymore.
It expired. and I'm sad. Okay,
Yeah, that's
but
very sad.
this is the kit we're bringing.
Yes,
for
so we
that-
are making a specific kit for Tankfest. We're bringing it over. It was designed by Brickmania friend Simon Jones,
Simon,
and it's a lightweight British Jeep,
It's lightweight British Jeep,
airborne Jeep.
airborne Jeep. Yep, this is designed to be able to load into fairly small
Yeah.
aircraft and be dropped off or
Exactly.
pushed out with a parachute.
This
so
is
it collapses
designed
really
with
tight.
our classic line of kits in mind, so it's not a lot parts intensive. We have stickers going on in the front for detailing the headlights and the front grille, which is iconic to this type of British trucks. And the figure is just a very cool British soldier, and it's gonna have a British gun as well that we don't have here because it's coming.
So essentially, it's a classic kit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a classic.
So hopefully pretty affordable. We don't want to necessarily bring a bunch of terribly expensive things to the UK. We would like people to go home with something cool from the show.
Exactly. Oh, we also have stickers in the back. I forgot.
Yeah. It's going to have
So
taillights.
it's very cool.
Taillights, headlight stickers.
Very cool little vehicle. Rolls perfectly. Well done, Simon.
Yeah.
But we are going also to Chicago, aren't we? And you can go to Chicago.
I'm going to Chicago. I don't need a passport to get to Chicago. Brick World Chicago is this weekend.
Yes, it
It
is.
starts today. Tomorrow. Today.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
It's starting soon.
Starting soon. Runs all weekend. On Saturday of Brick World weekend, we have a pizza party at our Brickmania store in Schaumburg, Illinois. So please, if you're in Chicago and you're hungry,
Home meet us.
Saturday evening, come down to the Brickmania store.
Yeah. We're going to have a great time and great pizza.
And we have a store exclusive for that event, and this would be a mystery woman with rocket launcher.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more about it, Sam.
It is a famous character from a movie that happens in Chicago.
Ooh, so it's a landmark.
So it's a landmark. It's a landmark?
Not landmark. Maybe.
Landmarks are places. It's an
Icon.
icon.
Yeah. It's a Chicago icon.
Chicago icon. So this is a famous movie.
And we also have printed bricks.
Printed
coming
bricks.
out of nowhere.
Thanks, Dylan. This brick is also something that you acquire by coming to our store over the weekend for our grand opening, especially on Saturday. Amanda designed this. This has got one of the best sweaters I've ever seen on a minifigure anywhere, everywhere.
Just beautiful.
Maroon corduroy pants, M16 and the rocket launcher, and oh my gosh, if you have our Blues Brothers Bluesmobile, this is the thing you need to go with it.
Exactly.
It's very exciting.
Very exciting.
So again, pizza party, store event, 4 to 7 on Saturday. Great.
Schaumburg, Illinois.
Schaumburg, Illinois.
Last but not least,
Boom.
shipping this week.
Have you seen this before?
I have, and I'm really happy about it actually.
This is your design, right?
Yes, it is. It's a Hawker Tempest.
Hawker Tempest Mark V.
Mark V, D-Day livery, one of the best planes of World War II, super fast. The Englishman used to knock over V1 flying bomb with this, just tipping the wings, just throwing them, of course. They were
Rolling
super
into
fast
the
at
channel.
lower altitudes. And it turned out beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And the stripes go all the way down to the wings and the back. You just minimum printing on the front. I'm really happy about the air intake in the front, which is very clean and adds a lot of detail. The nose is also, there's also a very nice sloping.
What do you think of this canopy?
This canopy is not very good. I'm just kidding. It's an amazing job.
We all worked incredibly, the print team at Brickmania worked incredibly hard to get this canopy printed 360. That was not easy. Please don't make us do it again.
I will.
But it looks really good.
So
really
if you
completes
take a
the
look, it's
plan.
just, so the canopy has 5 angles. We managed to print all of them, so it takes almost 5 prints. It's so beautiful, and adds so much detail to the line of the aircraft. So
nice
we also have a nice dihedral, very subtle dihedral on the outer wings. So I think one of my best looking planes so far, absolutely.
Nice work. These are shipping out this weekend.
Yes.
So thank you to all the people that pre-ordered this. I think you'll be very excited with your new planes.
Absolutely.
Oh,
So
oh, and the
I want
final
to
figure,
show
too.
off the figure because we did it with a German pilot, and Amanda did another great job on the British flying suit and flight gear. 3D printed oxygen mask, goggles. This is absolutely gorgeous. And we also have instruments panel, crosser in the side. There's all sorts of details on these Tempests. Really a complete kit.
Really turned out great. What comes out Monday?
Okay. Monday?
Yeah,
Monday we
what's
have the restock of the M8 Greyhound.
I love the Greyhound.
That's a great kit.
It's a great kit. M8 Greyhound is just a stellar little vehicle.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's a pre-order restock on Monday. And what else happens? Oh yeah, this side. Oh, Kugelwagen's back.
M3 Stewart,
Yep.
M43 Sherman Oddball final batch.
last
Sold
chance
out online.
this is
Last
a-
chance on our store. in
That's a
our store.
hugely important announcement.
Yes.
Last chance to get an oddball
Yes.
Sherman. It's a
Because
really amazing
we are
kit.
not getting any more tank barrels, so that's the last batch.
Yep.
Maybe it will be redone in the future, maybe not. So jump on it if you can. And yeah, U.S.
Oh.
Navy flight deck crew is coming back. It's
Really?
Yeah,
Cool.
Which is pretty cool addition to your
Yeah.
box. If you have an aircraft carrier in your house, you can
Yeah.
have all sorts of people on it.
Collect the full color
Collect the
spectrum of those guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And on that note, Slam is whooshing out of the Tempest.
All right, you're swooshing out with the lightweight truck.
Okay.
Ready? Oh, with the helicopter, the Dolphin. Okay, let's go. Ah. Bye, see you next time. Nah.